So if you get wind of everything that's going on right now, you got so many mixed emotions, different opinions about stuff. So I'm just gonna really cut straight to it. So a lot of people losing their food stamps. Okay, we understand that's happening, and that's just bad. I'm just letting you know, and people don't understand that because it's gonna affect everybody to some degree, especially over the long term. So I'm just gonna go through a couple things right quick, point out a few things, and just keep it at that. Walmart ain't playing with y'all. So first thing first, everybody think they gonna bum rush Walmart. We'll talk about that. Yeah, they're not playing. And the reason why everybody trying to attack Walmart, because that's where majority of people do the shopping at, is Walmart. And then Walmart single-handedly is the largest employer in the United States. It's a lot of people across the United States that work for Walmart. They got the most staff out of one building. You know what I'm saying? One company. So it's you got to think it's hundreds of thousands of people that work for Walmart. Put it like that. They like the number one employer. And so I was going through TikTok, and I don't care what race the person is. Race don't got no. Well, we're gonna bring race in this because you got people saying some crazy stuff. You got the antagonizers, and
Finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month.
About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depths that the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
But because we have children, and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're gonna do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
I'm so tired of seeing people say oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you wouldn't have to depend on stamps. I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills and get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps is not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still.
This is going to affect people's lives. And the crazy part, it's coming during Thanksgiving too. So usually it's some places giving out turkeys and stuff, but it's going to be a pinch. And my whole reaction is the people that really don't care. That's like, it's kind of hard to punch down on somebody. And most people don't understand the situation they in. They think this oh, well, you don't even get food stamps. Hey, good for you. Every American don't get food stamps, but every American eats. We all eat. So now, you seen, so you go from the black TikTok to the white TikTok to all the TikTokers and the TikToks and whatever else. People's making stupid posts. A lot of this stuff you can't take too serious. Talk about we all gonna get together and bum rush Walmart. Are you out your freaking mind? You think, look, Walmart ain't about to be playing with y'all. So I seen like the dumbest post on the internet. A lot of people been making this statement of where it's talking they just gonna bum rush Walmart, or if they see somebody coming out with a shopping cart, they gonna take their shopping cart. Now, I believe most of it's cap, but trust and believe, it's somebody that's really gonna try this stuff. It's gonna be somebody think they're gonna go to Walmart and just walk out with carts of food. It's gonna be somebody trying to take somebody groceries. It's gonna be some assholes. I mean, I understand, people really about to go through it to some degree. I get that. But I don't think it need to be to the point where now you talk about you need to just start going to grocery stores, running out with shit like it's the pandemic. Because Walmart already getting ready. Like I said, they got a lot of money. They got billions of dollars invested. They ain't about to let y'all come in there and destroy their shit. That ain't happening. Walmart already been planning this for weeks. Trust me, your cousins have no problem working hand in hand with private security companies and local law enforcement. The second your monkey ass think you about to come up with Walmart and run out with some shit like you at the damn pandemic or something like that, I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen.
One little, two little, three little engines. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little engines. Uh-oh, sorry, that one was a half-breed. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little engines. 10 little engine boys.
The second thing I have to say, the people that's laughing because people losing their food stamps. But I'm like, that's one thing, somebody like, maybe I'm just a humble person. Now I'm a comedian, I joke around and stuff like that. But some of y'all people really just don't give a damn. And you perfectly willing to do that. But the double down on it's like kind of messed up. That's like seeing somebody homeless in the street and you laughing because they homeless. Oh, I got 3 homes. How you don't got 1? It's like, at some point, it got to be some law and order. You will think. Nope. And like some people don't understand like the whole impact on this. Like, check this out. So the guy you see now, let's say AI generated homeless guy, but this is the reality of some people's life. It is what it is. It's a harsh reality, but it is. What choices may even got there, who knows? It could be drugs, it could be mental illness, divorce, it could be a veteran. It's a magnitude of reasons. Got sued, got disabled. And now, is it true it's some people that abuse the food stamp SNAP system? Yes. No, that's true. Now, we ain't gonna lie and act like that don't exist. But I'm just trying to hit y'all with the harsh reality. It's people that actually, that's really the only way they is eating. It's people, that's the only way they eating. Now, it depends what state you live in. Some states, to even get a bridge card, you gotta have a job. So if you don't got a job, you don't eat. And if you can't get a bridge card because you can't get a job. So, wow. So check that out. So now you got the double whammy. And people will look at this and they say, oh, I'll never be like that. And da-da-da. Okay, I understand. It can happen in a blink of an eye. Trust me. A lot of people if you go to Skid Row, don't see themselves being in that predicament. It people down there, that had jobs paying $100,000 a year, can't get jobs, and like life, shit happens. And so the same way, now you look at this guy, and some people say, hey, well, I got $5,000 saved up, and I got a job, and I can pay my bills, and blah blah blah. But the same way you look down at this guy, this is how billionaires and multimillionaires look at you. The same way, like, oh, I can afford a car. I can have this. I can have that. This is the same way they look at you. So the next time you ride by and you see one of these homeless dudes, males, females, or whatever, just keep this in mind. The same way you look at them like they a bum, this how people like Trump, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. Now, I don't know them personally. I'm just giving this as an example. But I'm just saying, they can clearly look at you and you could be wearing your best suit, your best dress. You think you just doing that. You have on a fitted suit, well-groomed, little watch or something like that, think you smell good, and they'll look at you like you a bum. Like you don't even got a name brand suit. And then you got the nerve to get it fitted. You don't got a Rolex. Oh, you don't got a chauffeur. I mean, they can easily make you feel like a bum. So you and this stuff. That's why I'm a humble person. You know, I'm a comedian. I make jokes, but I sit back. I look at it like this. I'm like, and you got to think, if somebody had $1 billion, and this guy right here, let's say he probably got 75 USD to his name, 75 cents to his name, and then you say, oh, I got 100 grand saved up and all this. We just going over the job already, but you say I got 100 grand saved up. Do you know on a financial scale, you closer to that bum than you is to, let's say, Donald Trump wealth? Let's say only worth $4 billion. Even you with 100 grand saved up, don't you know on a wealth chart, you closer to the bum. You still in the same category with the bum. I don't care if you had a $300,000, you still a bum. I'm a bum. It's who you comparing it to? You know what I'm saying? You got to think you still in that level. Hey, now that's a harsh reality. And like I see these TikTok videos and people like don't want to compare it like that. But somebody got to say it. Maybe I ain't said it right, but I'll try it again. So let's say we just gonna use Trump as an example. Say he worth $4 billion cash, he got assets and whatever else, right? And let's say one of these people over here tells him, well, you know, I don't worry about buying food stamps because I don't worry about buying food with food stamps because I'm wealthy enough. I got credit cards. I got food in the pantry. I got food saved up. You know, I eat good meals every day. And they act like, hey, none of this don't affect them. But look, let's put the harsh reality. You put them on a financial scale. If Trump worth $4 billion, Jeff Bezos 60 plus billion, Elon Musk, we gonna go real. We ain't gonna. That sound like insane, but that's the reality. And you say, oh, you got 100,000, and oh, you've been employed for the last 15 years. Guess what? You still closer to the bum than you is to Donald Trump. So let's. I think this is the best way to try to humble everybody. You know. Some Walmarts, they ain't, like I said, Walmart already addressing, they going about locations. Some stores, some Walmarts already said on the first they gonna start doing curbside pickup only. They shutting the door. They ain't even letting people in the store. So you ain't paid for your prepaid for your food online already. I'm telling you, this is stuff they gonna be having. And they have law enforcement on standby. Now you could be going through something, but how bad if your life you think is bad? Like people saying they can't feed their kids, right? Okay, I understand that. That's gonna be a strong possibility that's gonna happen. But you trying to steal food for Walmart and get your monkey ass locked up, and this a lot of people say single parent households. Okay, but it's two parents households too that's gonna feel the crunch. But imagine you use a single parent and you trying to steal food from it. It don't gotta just be Walmart. It could be Kroger's, it could be Publix or Big Red Apple or any store that's in your community. And you get your monkey ass locked up. So now CPS gonna take your kids. If you had a job, but more likely you probably, let's say this all could vary by state. So your kids, CPS, come take your kids. Now you definitely can't provide for your kids because you in jail. Now the little money you do got saved up, you trying to bond out and hope you don't get fired from your job. So you gonna take a bad situation and make it 100 times worse? Okay. Fuck around and find out. Y'all gonna find out. And they do not mind locking your monkey ass up. I understand people gonna have to go to food banks and stuff like that, but this old like smash and grab shit, y'all was trying through that during the pandemic. Nah, they ain't about to let that slide. Y'all try that. Trump is gonna deploy the National Guard so damn quick. He already got them in some states, so they already ready. Like, all right, y'all want to play? It's gonna be ugly. I mean, I'm just gonna keep making YouTube videos because every day is gonna be some asshole on the news fucking around and finding out, and gonna learn the square root. It's gonna be something to see. It's gonna be a sight to see.